Hello, once more, welcome back to the cellar. Good news, I've got trains running, mostly. I've also managed to get slightly better quality video this time, so hopefully this'll help and work nicely. So, previous update. I noted that I was having some problems with this board not connecting. Still having a few problems with it. It's connected now, it's not connecting particularly reliably. Signal strength on there, as you can see, is not brilliant. It's 67, 70 odd dB. I have got a solution for this. Basically what I've done is I've now got this connecting to a different Wi-Fi channel in the house, so it connects but not brilliantly. This lighting controller here, I think I've blown that up with static electricity. Its outputs are not controllable currently. Some are on, some are off. However, the signal box is currently lit up and has a bit of an interior. Needs a bit more of an interior. I need to find a suitable model to use for that, but there we go. So that's working. These points work. These are the only points on the layout that work currently, but more on that later. Some locomotives sitting on the incline track. Train, I'm going to be running some of these in a minute as the power box. And for those who are interested, that's what it looks like inside. So yes, not amazing, but it works. This is the sort of length train I'm hoping to be running as a goods train. I've sort of worked out provisionally the station design for the other side will probably cope with about a 4-foot train. So loco like this, 9 wagons, brake van, yeah, it should work. Coming down here, this section is wired up, as I think I mentioned in a previous one, and now this section here is wired up. I'll show you trains running on this shortly. These points are wired but do not run as yet. The servos are there, but they're not connected to anything. The electrical panel for this is down here. There's a block detection board, which is not powered up currently, but is wired in. There's the 2 relays that handle the frogs, not powered, and they're set for clear through running, which is what the 2 points are set for, so I can run around that. I'm currently working on wiring up this board. As you can see, I'm running low on wire. There's another reel of that due to arrive, and I ran short of the fork spade connectors. So yeah, there we go. Here I have the replacement board controllers. There's 2 of them. They're not finished yet, but that's a proper antenna. These connect to the Wi-Fi with a very good signal down here. So I've just got those parked up there on those little bits of track. I have cleared most of the track off. And there's a little mess around here, but I've cleared most of the track, unboxed a little bit more of the rolling stock. So the plan this week is to try and get this section here done. Wandering around here, I have fitted the servos. Now look under here, you can see servos, and there's another one there. I fitted the servos to these. Again, they're not powered up, but they lock the points in place nicely. These 2 will be wired up for through running, as will the crossing. This one, it'll get wired to something, but until that one's got the ability to switch it, nothing will run on here, and it just runs off into where the storage yards go. The points on this board here, board G, these will get servos. It's why there's the servo mounts lurking. That'll be fitted shortly. So yeah, and then there is this. This is the buffer stop challenge board. This is as far as it's got currently. I've stuck 1 piece of track on it, which will be getting a buffer stop at that end. It's going to get 2 more pieces. The plan is sort of there and there. I'll be putting a 3D printed retaining wall somewhere along there, road scene or something down here. I haven't quite decided what yet. And then painting it all, ballasting it, and so on and so forth. that'll be coming up over the next week or two. I will be doing a video specifically on this and why I'm doing it and what it's all for. But that's just a quick update on where the layout is. I'm going to relocate to the other side, which requires ducking and crawling under here. Whoever came up with the idea of this being a duck under layout, I'm a complete idiot. Thankfully I don't actually have to get in here normally to drive this thing. So I'm going to go and set the PC up so that I can drive a train, and then we're going to see some trains moving. Right, before we run things while JMRI powers itself up, this is the control station I use. This is a Arduino Mega clone. There's the board shield, the green board in there is the one from DCC EX themselves, which is wonderful. There's a simple Wi-Fi shield on there, and a little screen, and a switch that lets me turn this siding here from programming track, not connected to anything, main track for running. The screen says things, and this little Arduino that sits at the back is hooking in as a controller. JMRI can turn the power on and off. We throttle on the phone can't. So what I do here, if you watch that little board there, I'll look under there, I press that, those LEDs come on, now it says the power's on. So that works quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is get the Q6 moving, so I should be back shortly. Right, so here we go. Q6, the goal is to reverse round all the way around there. The locomotive obviously can't come onto this end board, it's not powered up, but it can go over that end board. So, give it a little bit of juice and see what happens. So there we go. I'm taking it fairly slowly. This is about a quarter speed. Obviously it's hunting like crazy at the moment as the wagons are going downhill backwards. Yes, so we shall see how well this works. It does look rather good as a train, however. Let's go a little bit quicker. See if that helps. I'll go around behind these boxes. The issue, if it's going to have one, is usually around here with something deciding to derail. So I'm not going any closer because I want to stand near the emergency stop button at the moment. So we're going to come around here. Keep going. Oh, we're running, trains are moving. It's a lovely feeling when you finally get trains actually moving. Speed up just slightly more now we're down the hill. And so the train is moving nicely over the new board that's nicely powered in. I don't think anything's derailed yet, which is always a bonus. Get ready to stop this as the locomotive rumbles onto the new line. I was rather pleased when that worked the first time I powered it up actually as well. I'll just hit stop there, that will roll to a halt. Now as you can see, that is actually pretty much in a parking position. I may have to come back a little bit further for the outer line just to clear it. But from the end of the brake van, and it goes up past that other rake of wagons there, that's how much longer I can actually run trains down here. So I could probably add about another 3 foot of wagons onto that and still run it. So see how she looks going forwards. So here we go, a little bit quicker going forwards. I don't know how fast I'm eventually going to be running these trains. It's a freight train, probably about this sort of speed. We shall see. Let's just zoom in a little bit. There we go. All things concerned, looks quite good. Makes up the incline, as you can see, really easily without any problems whatsoever as we get to near the top. we start having some problems there. As you can see, wagons wobbling slightly as they go over that junction bit there. It's going to be interesting actually sending this back down this incline. Let's stop there. Back into reverse. I want reversing, so I pressed the wrong button. I want it to reverse. I want to see if I can get it to go backwards over that junction there, specifically that board joint. There's a lot of track testing to do here. So let's get this rolling back. And eventually I won't be running trains like this backwards anyway, it'll always be forwards. And there we have a derailment. So I'll stop that one there. And yeah, I just need to go back a little bit further. Even with the derailment, I just want to clear the point work. Clear point work like that. Oh, run away, run away. This was not scripted. I have more derailments down at that end. Yes, I've got some work to do on the track over here, fairly obviously. Come back round here, and yes, I think that's probably that for tonight. So yes, just a quick update, and I'll catch you all soon. Yeah, and as always, a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed, commented, liked, and what have you. All helps the channel, and yeah, I shall be back with another update, hopefully with a bit more of the track running.